Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Coaching Experience Show with Coach Keisha. Today's show is about mental health check. I want to do a mental health check. I want to cover a story that really touched me today. It was a moment of shock, and this was a lesson to be learned um, from this story, and it's very much so an eye opener, a big eye opener. And I want to go ahead and share this story with you, and then I'm going to give my feedback. Former Miss USA Chesley Chris has died at the age of 30. Chris was a civil attorney who provided free legal services for prisoners who may have been wrongfully convicted. Her great light was one that inspired others around the world with her beauty and strength, Chris' family said. Miss USA 2019 Chesley Chris has died by suicide at the age of 30. Authorities have confirmed that Chris died on Sunday after jumping from the 60-story Orion building in Midtown Manhattan. And this is according to CNN and People. In devastation and great sorrow, we share the passing of our beloved Chesley, Chris' family said in a statement. Her great light was one that inspired others around the world with her beauty and strength. She cared, she loved, she laughed, and she shined. Chris worked as an attorney, providing free legal services to people who may be wrongfully imprisoned. She was also an entertainment news correspondent for Extra. Chesley embodied love and served others, whether through her work as an attorney fighting for social justice, as Miss USA, and as a host on Extra, but most importantly, as a daughter, sister, friend, mentor, and colleague. We know her impact will live on, her family added. Extra released its own statement per people, our hearts are broken. Chesley was not just a vital part of our show, she was a beloved part of our Extra family and touched the entire staff. The outlet offered its deepest condolences to all her family and friends. Chris belonged to a trailblazing group of pageant winners. She, Kaylee Garris, Miss Teen USA, Nia Amani Franklin, Miss America, Tony Ann Singh, Miss World, and Zazimbini Sunze, Miss Universe, were the first group of black women to hold all of the titles at the same time, per CNN. Three of the last four Miss USAs were women of color. There was Kara Akara McCullough, there was Deshauna Barber, and that was important for me to see, Chris told the outlet in 2019. People didn't think, oh, that's enough. Black winners, she added. It's still possible for us to be successful on your own merit. And it doesn't matter if you look like the last winner, if you look like the last three. If you're the best, you're the best, and you can win. NYPD will investigate the circumstances around Chris' death, Detective Martin Brown announced today. I want to go ahead and make this disclaimer. I am reading this on Life, Yahoo Life. If you are someone you know is contemplating suicide, or if you know someone that are showing signs, please contact the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-TALK. I repeat, 1-800-273-8255. If you know someone that is going through this, please contact someone, please. I thought about so much after hearing this story. You had this beautiful, intelligent woman that chose death over life. You ask why. The why. We know we won't know why until the investigation is over. But when someone takes their own life, we don't know the background. We don't know their childhood, what went on, how, what, even not even childhood, what did they see during their adolescent years? Are they suffering from low self esteem and it carried on into their adulthood? Low self esteem does not mean always, oh, I don't look good enough. Clearly, she's beautiful. Now, she did say um, on her Instagram that she had some slight differences growing up, as far as her hair, etc. But you never know what was going on in the inside of a person. Let's just talk about in general. You do not know what's going on with a person because some people that display a lot of strength can burn out and can become overwhelming. Even in this industry, you have to keep up with so much celebrities. You have to keep your appearance this way. You can't sometimes even have a one of your what they call the bad hair days without someone watching you or running up behind you, the media, people judging. And I did mention this to a friend. Finances. We don't know how some people are doing financially. Financial people that does not feel like they're there financially can also have those thoughts of suicide. They can have those thoughts of giving up. And I'm gonna give you this for an example. When I came out of my abusive relationship, I was depleted. I came from a almost close to six-figure salary, bonuses, great benefits, time off, be able to take my kids anywhere they wanted, to back to almost minimum wage. And I could not go on the trips that we used to go on without really truly saving or penny pinching. My life wasn't the same, but it's the mindset. Some people can't handle, I have to start over to get back over and stay at the top. Some things happen so that you can get back on top on a greater plateau, a greater length. But when you're going through things in that moment, you're not thinking things are going to get better. Your feelings at the time, you feel defeated. When people contemplate suicide or they go through with the act, It's a mindset there that nothing's going to change, nothing's going to get better. We don't know what type of mental health issues individuals have. A lot of individuals walk around with mental illnesses, darkness, and do not know that they are walking in it, or they ignore it, or they decide, no, I don't need to take any medication. No, I don't need to see a therapist. No, I don't need to see a counselor. No, I don't need to see a coach. They make up in their mind they're fine. Some individuals in the day, um, when individuals that's over 40 grew up that, medication wasn't good, or um, ignore it. You'll get over it. You can do it. But a high stressful job, parenthood, any type of stressor can cause you to break. So I'm checking on you today. How are you? How are you feeling? We have to really clearly step back in the clear and take those moments to see if we truly are okay. And are we want to hold ourselves accountable enough to say, I need this help, and be willing to get in the mud and get dirty? It's a lot of mental health issues people don't want to address. Some aren't even educated. Some may think it's just bad day, but we have to address our mental health. It's detrimental. Also, I wanted to bring to light therapists, coaches. I am a coach. I am a Christian counselor, and I am not speaking against any mental health technician, any mental health physicians, etc. But I would like to say this. Some of those practitioners, doctors, therapists, coaches have narcissism and mental health conditions themselves, and some aren't truly qualified. And I mean qualified on both on both angles. One, not qualified, meaning they haven't been through the experiences um, of the people that they're actually counseling, coaching, etc. And they just go get a degree, or they just do it for the money, or they just want to be able to tell somebody that they graduated with a college degree, or they have a doctor in front of their name. And some of them are doing it for attention, or to abuse, or fill a void. The next disqualification is they weren't called. It wasn't their, I put it this way, was it truly God's plan for you to be a coach, to be a counselor, a therapist? Or this was a decision that you thought supposed to be taking place in communities, etc. I thought about that today. I've heard stories where individuals go to therapists and they speak to them as if their concerns that they have really doesn't matter. Or they speak to them just like a friend saying, "Oh, you'll be okay, pick up the pieces and go." You have some counselors that were manipulative and gaslight their clients or patients. I just wanted to kind of bring that in the picture to the light. When you're going through trauma, went through trauma, you will need the best experience, or at least someone that knows trauma or knows exactly what you've been through, even if it takes you 50 tries to get to that coach or that counselor or that therapist or that counselor. Do not settle just because. Some may say, well, they take my insurance and they're cheaper. If you feel like you don't have the money, talk to God about it. Because you would rather get the help you truly need and deserve to be better, to get stronger. You want that. You don't want to take any shortcuts. Ask God for the finances. Ask God to put you in a direction where will best fit you or work for you. We forget sometimes that we have a father. We have someone that truly loves us and wants what's best for us, and that we can go to him any day, anytime, 24/7, 365. And he will also put people in our lives to help us, to give us the love that he talks about. So have yourself a mental lunch break. Take 30 minutes, 45 minutes to an hour, 15 minutes to truly evaluate you and what you need. One other thing that came to my spirit, it dropped in my spirit, people pleasing. We cannot live up to other people's expectations of us. We have to be what God called us to be. And we cannot please everyone. Everyone should even have access to you. Who is in your circle? I speak on this all the time. We have to really evaluate the people around us. We have to evaluate the energy that we're giving, the time that we're giving, the time we're spending. And it's okay to seek help. God gave community. He gave us community. Reach out. Mental health is a forever self-care routine, soul care routine. Reach out to someone. You're not a victim. You have the victory. I just want to thank you for tuning in today. I really want to let you know that I love you. I am available as well. I am on IG as Coach Keisha W. You can also contact me at Coaching Experience. For the Coaching Experience Show, you can look it up. I have it here, the Coaching Experience Show. Inbox me if need be. You are not alone. You're not. You have God, you have Jesus, you have the Holy Spirit, you have me, you have your community, you have people. You're not alone. You have a tribe. You just have to know you have a tribe. And it's okay to go through vulnerable. You have your be vulnerable and feel weak. It's okay. Those are the moments where we learn our best lesson. Again, don't be in solitude. Don't stay in solitude. That's another thing the enemy wants us to do. He wants us to stay by ourselves and not speak to anyone and leave us alone with those thoughts. Some people turn to drugs, alcohol, people, men, women, outside of the solitude. But reach out. Don't stay in that zone for long. I love you. I'll talk to you all next week. Have a wonderful day. Bye.